You wake up, you scroll, you sigh, and you tell yourself, this is just how life is. But what if I told you that's the lie? Not the job, not the routine, not the world around you, but you. The lie is you. And you're not alone. Because most of us are living in what Jean-Paul Sartre called bad faith. A quiet, devastating way we abandon our own freedom just to avoid the terrifying responsibility of being truly free. Let's begin with Sartre's core idea. You are free. Radically, unavoidably, terrifyingly free. There is no essence before existence. That means you're not born with a fixed purpose, identity, or destiny. You come into existence first, and then through your actions, your decisions, your choices, you define who you are. That sounds inspiring, but here's the twist. With total freedom comes total responsibility. You can't hide behind fate, behind your upbringing, behind social roles. If you stay in a job you hate, in a relationship that suffocates you, in a life that feels wrong, you chose it. Every day you keep choosing it. And that's the unbearable weight of freedom. It paralyzes us. So we lie, we pretend, we say, I can't help it, I need this job, I was raised this way, it's not my fault, I had no choice. But Sartre called that what it is, bad faith. Bad faith isn't just lying to others, it's lying to yourself. It's when you choose to forget your freedom because remembering it is too painful. Imagine a waiter. He's polite, precise, maybe even exaggeratedly formal. He says, I'm just a waiter. But Sartre says no one is just a waiter. That man chose this job. He chose to act the part, and he chooses it again every day. But by pretending he's nothing more than the role, he avoids facing the truth, that he could change, but doesn't. Bad faith shows up everywhere. The person who stays in a toxic relationship because love is supposed to be hard. The student who picks a degree to please their parents then says, it was expected. The artist who stops creating and says, I'm not good enough anyway. These aren't truths. They're convenient lies. Lies we tell ourselves to stay safe, to avoid responsibility, to not look in the mirror and say, this life is mine and I'm choosing it. And it gets worse. Society rewards bad faith. Social media wants you to be a brand. Your job wants you to be a role. Your culture may want you to be obedient, conventional, expected. But here's what Sartre screams into the void. You are not your role. You are not your past. You are not what others want from you. You are your freedom. You are your choices. And the more you deny that, the more hollow you feel. Think about it. Why do you feel anxious even when you do everything right? Why do you feel stuck in a life you build? Why does success feel empty? Because somewhere inside you know you betrayed yourself. You lived someone else's script. You wore a mask so long you forgot your face. And it isn't always dramatic. Bad faith is quiet. Numbness, boredom, apathy, a faint hum in the background saying this isn't real. So, what's the way out? Step 1. Awareness. Stop autopiloting. Start noticing. When you say, I have to do this, pause. Ask, is that true? Or are you choosing comfort over courage? Awareness means facing the uncomfortable possibility that you've been lying to yourself, not maliciously, but out of fear. It means waking up to how easily we outsource our agency to tradition, to family, to a culture that profits from your obedience. Begin with small questions. Why do I dress this way? Why do I talk like this around certain people? Why do I keep doing things that drain me? You're not trying to fix everything overnight. You're just trying to see. And once you start seeing, you can't unsee. Step 2. Responsibility. You are not responsible for the cards you were dealt. But You are responsible for how you play them. Responsibility is the antidote to bad faith. It means owning your freedom, not as a burden, but as a superpower. It means saying, I chose this, and if you didn't choose it consciously, then ask, what will I choose now? You might say, but I need this job. Do you? Or do you need the safety, the image, the identity it gives you? You might say, but I can't leave. Is that true? Or is it just hard? Sartre would say, every moment is a chance to choose again, and every excuse is a mask. Real responsibility is sobering, but it's also liberating, because once you say, this is mine, you can finally do something about it. Step 3. Authenticity. This is the hardest part, because authenticity demands that you stop performing. It means stripping away every borrowed belief, every rehearsed answer, every mask you've worn to fit in, impress, or survive. It doesn't mean abandoning every role or obligation. It means asking, am I in alignment with what I value? Do I speak my truth, even when it's inconvenient? Authenticity might cost you things, relationships, opportunities, certainty, but it will give you something deeper, a life that feels like your own. It might look like walking away from something that wants to find you. It might sound like saying, I don't know who I am without this, and starting the slow, brave work of finding out. It means becoming the person who stops running, stops pretending, stops settling. And maybe that means quitting the job. Maybe it means ending the relationship. Or maybe it just means standing still and saying, no more. It might look like failure, but it's freedom, because it's your life finally. That's what Sartre means when he says, man is nothing else but what he makes of himself. You are not a passive character in a movie written by someone else. You are the writer, If this made you pause, reflect, or wake up, like, share, subscribe. Because the truth might be uncomfortable, but living a lie is worse. We are our choices. Jean-Paul Sartre.